Hey, welcome to episode 18 of Idiocracy Talk Radio.
Still alive.
I am Dr. B. We got Matt and we got AKA Josh, also known as Damn Gina.
Damn Gina.
Damn Gina. We got a lot to talk about today. We're going to be talking about week 2 football recap. We're going to talk about how, unfortunately, which we all knew it was coming, Joe Burrow pretty much out for the entire season thanks to, I'm blaming the offensive line because it's the offensive line's fault. Reds possibly choking, even though they were handed the wild card. I don't know. We'll see. And then on top of that, unfortunately, we do have to cover, because people are stupid in this world, but if you are living under a rock, which I was on the day it happened, and I wish I didn't know about it, but unfortunately, Charlie Kirk was assassinated. We will talk about that and many other things on this episode of Idiocracy Talk Radio.
It's idiocracy, but you gon' see the value and respect though when you talk with me. So come on, baby, walk with me. It ain't a topic that the crew can't touch. Share our views and our vibe. What we hide? It ain't much. This ain't bluffs, this the crew, yeah, we got it. Share our thoughts and our views, you can't stop it. Said this ain't bluffs, this the crew, yeah, we got it. Idiocracy, tell us what's the topic. Yeah.
All right, welcome back again. I'm Dr. B. We've got Matt and we've got Josh, a.k.a. Damn Gina. So we're going to start with the easy stuff because I feel like we're going to spend a lot more time on the other stuff here in a second, but let's just real quickly.
What's the easy stuff, Joe? What's the hard stuff?
Unfortunately,
let's be honest, right?
The easy stuff has to do with week 2 football recaps. And
what are you talking about? That's the hard part, dude. Now we're all in fucking tears because of what fucking happened.
I feel like that one's going to be an easier conversation than the political bullshit that we're about to get into. That's going to open a can of worms. So,
we just all got fired.
I ain't getting fired. I quit. Anyway, so starting off week 2 NFL, we had a lot of shit go down. Specifically,
a lot of quarterbacks go down.
Joe, let's let Josh explain that. A lot of quarterbacks went down. Go ahead, Josh.
Go ahead, Josh.
I mean, what we had, J.J. McCarthy go down with an ankle injury. So he's out
high ankle,
which is anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks, if not longer. You got Justin Fields dealing with concussion. So he is out this week. Then we've got Washington, Jaden Daniels. I think they said a knee injury. So he's out.
Well, he's not out. No, he's not out yet. Jaden Daniels, I'll back you up on that. He had an MRI done. He was cleared a little bit, but he's practicing. He's not practicing this week until Friday.
Okay. So, that's a thing. Brock, we all know Brock Purdy went down. He's out for 2-3 months. And then the biggest one, as you can see, Who Dey Nation. We lost our fearless leader to the turf, aka Turf Toe. So he's out at least 3 months as the minimum. But I think if the Bengals are not in the playoff contention when he is eligible to come back, I don't think he needs to come back for the last 3 games of the year. So, to Joe, your point, out for the season.
Yeah. Oh, no, I agree with you wholeheartedly, Josh, that if, let's be real, if they're not even knocking on the playoffs door, there is no fucking reason to even bring him back this season, short of you just want to waste time and let him get injured even worse.
Oh, let's back that up for one bit, if I may ask. So I have not heard about Brock Purdy being out 2 to 3 months. Is that
Yes.
clarity today, or where does that come from?
No, that.
Now we got to fact check
It,
everything.
yep. No, you can fact check it. It might be 2 months. Um, I can't remember what exactly got injured, but
No, you're
I
good.
can't
It's
look.
just making. No, you're just making sure. Just trying to fact check anything because I haven't heard
Yep.
anything.
Yep.
I don't know if you got an update later. I mean, I just heard about Jimmy Kimmel like 10 minutes ago. So we got that's a different
Talk about
discussion.
that. We'll talk about that. Hold on.
That's fine. But go back to Joe Burrow. I mean, 3 months. So think about this,
So,
guys. So we start off. Sorry, Joe. I'll let you go because you were leading on to something. Go ahead. I apologize.
Oh, no, you're okay. I will say, just kind of give you an update. So according to the Associated Press, and this is as of today at 5:30 p.m. is the last time it was updated. It says that Coach Shanahan has said Purdy would be limited at practice because of the toe and left shoulder injury. Could be healthy enough to suit up for Sunday against Arizona.
ooh, that's different than the original diagnosis then.
Yeah.
So that's good for them.
You must have got your news from the Democrat side. So sorry about that, Josh.
But it does say that he will be listed as week to week. So
I might have misread the 2 to 3 months. It might have been 2 to 3 weeks. So
Well, no, like I said, if they
no,
don't
that's a
put him
big
on
difference.
the
if
initial
they
could have
didn't put
very
him,
well been.
well, if they don't put him on the IR, he's not out for 4 weeks. So we know
Correct.
that for a fact.
Right.
So we know as
Yep.
much, like you said, week to week difference. But if he's actually fully injured, they would put him on the IR where he's out for 4 weeks, and everybody would hurt in fantasy football. Let's get that new quarterback.
Right.
Well, yeah. I mean, so he missed Sunday's game already. So that was one game. So
Yeah.
he missed. So
Well, the thing is,
that 2 to 3 weeks. Yeah.
yeah, but the thing what I'm trying to say is they would have to put him on IR before that game started.
Yep.
So now it's starting. If they put him on IR starting like the next couple of days before Sunday's game, this Sunday game will be included if they play Sunday. Or they play Thursday or
Correct.
Monday.
Yep.
Right.
So that's the thing.
Uh,
But let's get to the big news, right, Joe?
but yeah, so Joe Burrow, and unfortunately, we all saw it coming. I mean, we didn't know when it was going to come, but unfortunately, we knew it was coming eventually because, let's be real, they put up the stats. I don't know if you guys saw this, but they did the comparison stats of Joe Burrow with Andrew Luck, and holy shit.
About the same.
Actually, Burrow's worse.
Mm-hmm.
I can see Burrow pulling Andrew Luck in the next year or two if he continues to get injured.
I don't.
I think he'll get tired of doing rehab.
Yeah. Which I don't blame
But
him.
what? But that's bullshit. I mean, dude, he wants to fill his trophy case though with comebacks of the year. Come on, think about that.
So just to give an example, okay? Just to give an example, and this, I mean, all of this that I'm throwing out here is because I've been advocating forever that fat fucking piece of shit offensive line needs to do their fucking job.
Okay. So let's take a step back, Junior.
No,
Take
no.
it back, Junior. Come on.
Nope.
You're gonna have a bad. You're allowed to have a bad attitude. Don't get all Democrat on me right now.
Hold
Relax.
on. Let me give the stats and then I'll let you. So Andrew Luck, out of 6 seasons, had 828 QB contacts, which means that somebody made contact with him. Okay. Burrow has had 634. So Luck wins that one. Not a stat I want to win, but he wins it. Contact percentage, 21% for Luck to 20% for Burrow. And here's where it gets fun. 174 sacks for Luck, 201 sacks for Burrow.
Okay. How many years was Luck compared to
That's
Burrow?
6 seasons. That's 6 seasons
6
compared
seasons.
to Burrow's 6 seasons.
Okay.
That is disgusting.
Well,
201 to what? 167, you said?
173.
so
173.
to say this though, Burrow does cause himself sacks. So how many? That would be the interesting line to see how many actual sacks that the offensive line gave up, or if it was just Burrow holding the ball too long or anything like that. Because I think Matt, you're in agreement with this, that Burrow does hold the ball a little too long, and he causes some of his sacks instead of just throwing the ball away.
So one thing I want to go back on before we move forward on this is when did Luck come into the league and when did he retire officially?
I think Luck it made it 7-8 years.
Yeah,
Let's see. Let's see. I want Joe to look this up real quick because if we're going to go into this, we need to go into the situations because we all know the NFL has changed over the years.
Yeah.
So Andrew Luck was drafted in 2012, and he was in the NFL from 2012 to 2018. So he announced his retirement in August of 2019.
So when basically Burrow was a rookie, first year was 2019, correct for Burrow?
He played 6 years.
He played 6 years.
That's it. 6 years.
Yeah.
And Burrow's been with us since what?
6 years.
6
6
years.
years.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can compare and contrast all day long. I get it, what you're saying. So let's look at some situations. You're coming off a Peyton Manning team who had Super Bowl contention through the whole situation. Then eventually they had to get rid of money because their players were retiring. So they didn't know how to invest their money well. Then you had the is it Jim Irsay? He got caught for like being overdosed on drugs or something like that, or having a fucking situation. So his whole Indianapolis situation was going on above and beyond outside the outskirts of the team a little bit. And think about it, his injuries were way worse than Joe Burrow's getting. Laceration of the kidneys. I mean, who gets their kidney a fucking laceration while they're playing fucking football?
Yeah,
And
I mean, a couple of them.
Go ahead, Joe. Or Joe, I'm sorry.
Besides the laceration, also torn cartilage in the ribs. So them were probably the two most serious injuries that he suffered.
I mean, we can compare and contrast apples to oranges all day long. That's fine. But we're talking about two different schemes, two different teams, and situations that have happened in and out of this fucking system. Or you can say system. We'll just say the culture of the team.
Well,
let's be open to like a bigger aspect. Okay? So since our Super Bowl run of 2021, we've had a shitty offensive line. We've known this, and we got this. Okay, we've had 2 AFC championships. We have a fucking Super Bowl appearance. Okay, so and still we have played with a shitty line. Yet last year he had an MVP season with a shitty offensive line. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Correct? Yes or no? Both yes. Correct?
Yeah.
He had a triple threat receiver with his team, right? Mm-hmm. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. So what do we blame last year on? Defense. Correct?
Yeah.
Joe, you can shake your head all fucking day long. Fuck us.
No. I agree. The defense is the primary problem last year, but I have said for years that it's the offensive line. And to your point, you're making the point. Like, this is a great quarterback. He's got the freaking weapons to be successful. Think about all the shit he's done with the shitty offensive line. Imagine if we actually paid 5 fucking fat boys to stand in front of him and actually block for him. And to your point, Josh, before you go into he holds on the ball too long, okay? So Joe Burrow holds the ball for an average of 2.58 seconds, which is 1/100th of a second within the range of Rodgers, Carr, and Goff, which are also named to be 3 of the quickest ball throwers in the NFL. Also to be the longest time that Burrow has ever held the ball was 5 seconds, and that was when in 2024, November, he was being chased, and he got Jamar Chase for a 17-yard touchdown because he was running around the field, okay? Being chased around, okay? So you can't say that he holds on to the ball too long. He's literally throwing the ball just as quickly as 3 of the best passers in the NFL.
Josh, let him go. Let him go straight. Let him rant. Go ahead. Keep on your point, Joe. Go ahead. We got you, buddy.
I'm just saying, like, so if he's throwing the ball as quickly as 3 of the fastest throwers, releasers in the NFL, then that tells me that he's getting sacked too early. He's getting hit too quickly, which is, again, the offensive line, okay? You can go into talking about, if he was in shotgun versus under center. Shotgun versus under center only does one thing, and that opens up your playbook. It doesn't change how the offensive line blocks to prevent the defense from coming in. You are creating a pocket. Defender goes on the outside, you let him go to the outside and you stay with him, okay? If you're on the inside, you stay with him. Don't matter how far back the quarterback is. It don't fucking matter. He can be 50 yards backwards. Guess what? You create the pocket. Our offensive line doesn't fucking do that because they are terrible. End of rant.
Hold on, Josh. Hold on. I love the spirit of Joe. He's not wrong by any meters whatsoever. I love the way you feel passionate about this team. It's not the Reds where they screwed you over your tickets. I get it. But guess what? At the same time, we all feel the same way. But I'm going to pass this on to Josh because he needs a moment here to express himself. Because hallelujah, we got an amen from the fucking choir. Go ahead, Josh.
You kind of now I kind of should no. I mean, we can't honestly say the Bengals have not tried to fix the offensive line. They've gone out and signed free agents. Right?
Fix that head, Joe. Fix that head, Joe. Straight up.
They have. Orlando Brown Jr. was a good signing at the time. We tried to do La'Nal Collins or whatever. He failed. We got Ted Karras and Kappa.
Big Trent Brown.
Trent Brown last year, but he got injured. I mean, so the Bengals have tried. But I think the problem is our scouting department is fucking shitty to where some of these players probably weren't the best on the market. So we're just paying these guys to hopefully we can get them fixed. It doesn't work that way.
I agree.
So go above that, Josh, and name those people who hires that scouting department.
Mike
Brown and Duke Tobin. Oh, wait, hold on. We don't have a scouting department. It's Duke Tobin.
Right.
That's
it. Oh, no, where to go?
Well,
compared to like to before you go, Joe, look at the Eagles scouting department. They continue to put good offensive lines out there for Jalen Hurts.
Because they actually have people to go out and look. You're right.
They've got a big scouting department. Jeffrey Lurie, he makes fucking fantastic trades when he needs to. Like that's how they got AJ Brown. He works the trade market. He works the free agent market. He works the trade market, and they have a big scouting department to help them do that. Compared to the Bengals, we ain't got shit.
You mean tell me their GM does work?
Our GM does work, but he's also the owner, and he's an idiot.
Hold on. It sounds like your offensive line talk too a little bit. Sorry.
I mean, it's almost laughable as like the Dallas Cowboys, right? Jerry Jones, he wants to take credit for all that stuff in Dallas 30 fucking years ago when they won the 3 Super Bowls. They haven't done shit since. Yes. They can be a playoff team, but they haven't won anything. They can't win in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Jerry Jones.
Oh, yeah.
Mike Brown.
Yeah.
Jerry Jones.
That's all they care about is this.
Oh, 100%.
The only 2 owners in the NFL league that don't have GMs, they let them do their job.
Yeah.
So
they themselves.
Joe, you're not allowed to talk for the next few minutes because we're going to prove you wrong here in a minute. Now, I think Josh can bounce off me a little bit here, but think about this, okay? 4 fucking years we go on talking about this shit. If we actually go be honest, almost a decade, we did not have an offensive line. But guess what? We made it to the Super Bowl. We made it to 2 AFC champions. We have a better record on Patrick Mahomes in general. We have multiple wins in the playoffs with a great record when Joe Burrow is healthy, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so think about this. So I'm not going to take, I'm not going to, I mean, I heard this today on Tony Pike, and I'm not going to, this is where I'm going to reference from. I'm going to take from them. Like, is it the system? Is it Duke Tobin? Like,
Can't
you
see
read
shit.
it, dude. Can't see shit. I have a small wiener. That's what I said. That's
That's all I can see too.
That's all I can see too.
You can't see anything, Joe.
Can't see anything. It's okay though. No, it doesn't matter.
Still
It just
can't.
blocks out. Your background's blurring you out. You have a fake background.
You tried
That's right.
and failed. So
What it says
Just
is
like your offensive line.
it
Just
says
like your offensive line.
success.
coaches
So
suck big ones.
So I'm not a big football on like knowing the playbook. I watch football because I love football. I played football, but I don't know the terms and schemes and stuff like that. But I have played before, but I'm going to say just flag football. So things I'm trying to see is my scheme is when you're going 5 wideouts, then you have no one in the backfield or on the side to protect you, and you're going 5 offensive linemen who constantly fail. Is what Joe's saying. Why is that your main scheme? Why? You got 3 paid receivers in the offseason. Not 1, not 2, but 3. Gesicki, correct? Not a
Yep.
receiver, a receiving tight end, correct?
Yep.
Agree or disagree? T. Higgins, correct? Then
Yep.
your big number 1, who's my boy, Jamar Chase. We love him. The guy does everything we want him to do for a team, what his pay is for. And he proved it with a backup quarterback on fucking Sunday on his shoulders carrying the fucking load. Now listen, it doesn't matter. Jake Brown still threw 3 interceptions that fucking day. Okay? And guess what our defense has done the first 2 games? Stepped up 4 interceptions. Right? They let off where they let off last season, the last 5 games of the year, and they continue it. I'm sorry. I'm a big Joe Burrow fan. He's in my fantasy teams, 2 out of my 4 of them. And guess what? Can't play anymore. But guess who my number 1 backup is? Jake Browning. And I got him both in those fantasies. Jake Browning won that game for us with what he did. He took the team on his shoulders and won. With a shitty offensive line. Don't get me wrong. Joe is good at what he does. He had an MVP season last year, but guess what? Our defense blew it. So it doesn't matter how you nitpick the shit. You're going to find something down the middle to nitpick about why are they not doing so good. You wasted an MVP season. Fuck off. It's over with. Stop talking about it, okay? Move on. But guess what? We move on. Now he's injured for the year because we don't have an offensive line. But guess what stepped up? Our defense the first 2 games, and guess what? 2-0. Guess what happens in the game of football? Injuries.
Yep.
Next man up. Period. Now, whether he's a fucking glass man or not, Joe Burrow, I hope he's not. I mean, he's going to be 30 soon. But guess what? Let's keep playing. He has 2 comeback football season like trophies. Like I said, he don't want to be known for that. How's that our fault? It's not our fault. He signed a huge contract to make big money. 2 receivers he wanted. My bad. Let's throw a 3rd one in there, who's a tight end, to make big money. But guess what? I haven't seen Gesicki at all fucking in the first 2 games for shit. I seen Noah Fant doing his thing. Congratulations. I love the signing of Noah Fant. But guess what? when you get 3 consecutive sacks from fucking Garrett, what's his name? Garrett, what from the
Miles
Browns?
Garrett.
Miles
Miles
Garrett?
Garrett.
Yeah, I've been drinking a little bit. Sorry. Let me keep on top of this. How do you not take a check down?
Yep.
How do you not
And
check down your shit?
why don't you make quick routes over the middle like other teams do? I don't see the Bengals doing that very often. They got the quick hitters out wide behind those two receivers, but nothing quick over the middle ever.
You
And
got you got to go ahead, Josh. Finish. Go ahead.
to your point, Matt, is it scheme? Is it the scheme that we have with Zach Taylor? That's the way he runs his offense. But I will tell you this.
Zach Taylor said this the other day. Sorry to cut you off. He said we made 2 NFC championships and a Super Bowl in this scheme with Joe Burrow with this offensive line. He said that and legitimately said it over the radio or whatever you want to call it in a conference. It doesn't matter. He talked about this and said this. And Joe, this ain't bashing your situation. I agree with you. Offensive line is shitty. But guess what? When you're paying people on the outside to do your thing for you, change your scheme up for the situation for the quarterback. You don't need to dump everybody out to the outside when you got 2 studs on the outside and a stud fucking tight end that you're paying money for, and you empty the backfield out so blocking. And still, your fucking starter's Drew Sample at your tight end. And what's Drew Sample known for? Just fucking blocking. What's he not doing? Not fucking blocking. Rant done. Let's smoke a cigarette.
So let's get back to your point with being 2-0. So I think if the Bengals can win at least 5 games before the 13th week, right? That puts us about 7-5 with 3 games to go. If we win out, or it's like 11, 7 whatever, it's something stupid.
So we'll be
Burrow
what?
can come back against Miami, Arizona, and Cleveland. 2 of those teams are going to be pretty shitty. They're not going to really play to win the game because
Okay,
they're going to do seeding for the top pick in the draft,
can I
right?
ask you
Then
a
you got
question?
Arizona.
Let's ask a question about that. We're 2-0 right now. So if we win 7 out of the next, hold on, we have 5 out of the next 12, correct? We'll be 7-5. Am I correct on my math?
Mm-hmm.
So that means we got 3 games. So we're 7-5. That's 12 games. Don't we play 17 games?
16.
Yeah, 17. I thought they went up one. It might be
That's right.
7-6. It might be
18
7-6.
weeks. There's 18 weeks.
So we got 11 games. 11 games from now. So if we win, it's 5-6. We have to go 5-6.
Do you
That
see what I'm
puts us
saying?
at 7-6. So we
So
would end the season at 10-6.
so hold on. So let's go back to this. So we're 2-0 right now. We already played 2 games. We got 15 games left, right? So if we play the next 12 games and we go 7, if we win 5 out of 12, right? We'll be 7-5, correct?
Yep.
But if we so we're 7-5, that's only what's 7 plus 5.
We're 7-6. We'd be 7-6.
And you're right. We play 17
No.
games. There's 18 weeks, 1 bye week, so 17 games.
So what I'm saying,
Maybe I'm miscounting.
No. This has been mind-boggling shit out of me all day because I've heard this on Tony Pike today. I've heard it on ESPN today that out of the next 12 games after our 2-0 start, if we win 5 out of those 12 games, then Joe Burrow comes back for the last 3 games. It's only
We would
15 games.
be 10,
That'd be
10 and 7. It'd be 10-7 if we.
No.
So we would be 5-7. We would have to go 5-7 the next 12 games.
Let's go to the future here. Let's go to the future here.
7-7.
That'd put us at 7-7. And then if we win the last 3, that puts us at 10-7, which could be a potential playoff spot. at 10
So,
and 7.
so you're telling me Jake Browning, all he has to do is go for the next 12 games, go 5-7.
Correct. Which, to be honest with you, I almost think Jake Browning, this offense with him, it almost works better with him in it because we can put him under center. He can bootleg. He can do more of the play action to where I think, because that's his strength. That's more of a strength for him. Burrow likes the shotgun. That was Burrow's strength in college. That's what he ran out of college too. He wasn't a big out of under the center to where Jake Browning was. So that might help. That might help him a little bit. I think Browning can do it. I honestly do. We have some very winnable games. This Sunday is a very winnable game now. With Carson Wentz coming to play.
Yes, and their running back, their main running back out. So also, too.
Yep. We've got the Jets in there. That's a winnable game.
So, Josh, if I may interrupt a little bit here for a second. You're the college guy. I'm not the college guy. I don't know if Joe's the college guy. When he was at LSU, he only started for 1 year, correct?
No, 2.
It was 2?
2 years, yes.
But did he break multiple records over those 2 years, or he just had one good year?
One good year. So what really made Joe Burrow was that game against South Florida. It was one of the bowl games. South Florida was a good team at the time. He took a fucking shot. Like this dude absolutely crushed Burrow. I think it was after an interception. Absolutely crushed him. Next thing we know, Burrow gets up and is just on fire the rest of the game and never slowed down.
So we're talking about somebody that's like 22, 23 years old, took a big shot, got back up, pumped up his fucking shit, and just went on. Correct?
Yeah. I think it was 20 or 21 is when it happened. Yeah.
So he's almost
Yeah.
30. He's almost 30 now. He's took an ass whooping over the last 6 years with us. 2 FC championships again and a Super Bowl. Showing. And has good record against one of the fucking future, let's say, Hall of Famers and Patrick Mahomes. Has a winning record against him. Just took all these shots. Let's figure about this. His offense is a shotgun offense at the end of the day. This is what
Correct.
we run. This is what we run through Joe Burrow. And when he lines up in a shotgun offense, I'm sorry. Whether you have a good offensive line or okay offensive line, or your receivers need to do their thing. I'm sorry. I'm tired of hearing this shit. I'm tired of. We got a new offensive line coach. We got a new defensive coordinator. So I'm tired. Unless we fucking dig into it, go Duke Tobin, your offensive scheme sucks ass. Fucking Zach Taylor, you don't know your fucking shit from A to Z. Because guess what? You had an MVP season last year at the film, and you went 9-7. The year before that, 9-7. And you had a sack leader back-to-back years to fucking be on your team.
It's that slow start.
Jesus Christ, dude. I'm tired of the fucking drama mama bullshit. Man the fuck up, become an NFL fucking team, and fucking understand shit. You sign your fucking teammates late contracts, so guess what? They get paid expensive contracts. But guess what?
And you're fucking stupid.
You're not even giving the fucking ball to them. Chase had a fucking almost a record-breaking fucking day if you would cut off 14 passes on fucking Sunday. Sorry, Joe. I know you look lonely over here. I'm sorry, buddy. Hi. But it's just like,
all right, that's the hard subject. Let's move on.
That was the easy part. But I will point out that, and I'm not again. I am excited for. I hope Jake Browning does really well. At least we know that he has motivation. Okay. Because I'd be motivated too.
You better show his wife in that fucking skippy. There he is. Yeah. Knew it before it came up. Knew it came up. Look, corny motherfucker. I already knew it. God. I felt your presence. I felt your presence in me.
Last year, this year.
Can we get a hallelujah?
So to get back to that, so here's the winnable games I think that we have. I think the Vikings won, Steelers won, Jets, Bears, Patriots. That's 5 winnable games that I feel like we have. We
Out
play
of
the
your next,
Steelers again.
hold on. That's out of your next 7 games, though, correct?
Mm-mm. That's
Next 8,
throughout the next 13
next
through week
13.
13. So we got the Vikings, Broncos. So the way I see it, I think we beat the Vikings. Probably gonna lose against the Broncos, Lions, Packers. I think we come back, beat the Steelers on Thursday night. I think we beat the Jets. I think we beat the Bears. That's the 3 in a row. We play the Steelers again. We probably lose. I think either way, I think we win one of the Steelers games. We beat the Patriots. We're going to probably lose the Ravens, Bills, and Ravens. And then that comes back to the Dolphins, Cardinals, and Browns. So
That's right.
I
It
think
would
we
be supposed
have
to be fast.
I think we have a legit shot to win 5 of those games.
And,
Hopefully we win more.
well, Browning's one of the top fucking backups. You think about it. When Callahan left us 2 years ago, he was advocating to try to trade for Browning to
Yep.
come to be his starting quarterback in Tennessee. So,
Yep.
but we signed him to a 2-year contract, I think, for $14 million or $7 million, somewhere around that range. I'm not too familiar about it, but I won't guesstimate. But there's a reason why he's with us. He's been in our system for 4 years. 2 years ago, he was 4-3, above 500. Guess what? We didn't make the playoffs, but hey, guess what? We're gonna run this guy's coattails to the fucking end. I believe in
Yep.
Jake. Did I say his name right? Jake Browning? Yes, I did.
Jake the Snake. So I mean, he beat when he played Jacksonville, Indy. We beat Minnesota, Pittsburgh. We got crushed. We had a pretty good game against Kansas City, 25-17, and then we beat Cleveland. So, but we lost. We lost to Cleveland. That was the first game he came in. Um, Baltimore and then Pittsburgh twice.
And Joe,
And one of the
just
Yeah.
go back to a little bit of a reference what you were saying about the offensive line. This offensive line is sucky in the run and blocking game, but they're okay in the game passing game. They're not great at it, but they're average. So we have never established what we're good at, and we got one of the best running backs I think up and coming in the NFL. But how we use them when we're not doing our wrong scheme every time. So does Preacher need to call our fucking offensive plays instead of Taylor? What's going on?
Well, and Matt, to your point, like that's the thing though. All of these things are connected. If your offensive line doesn't have a good rushing block push, so then you cannot establish the running game. If you can't establish the running game, the defense doesn't respect your running game, so therefore they're going to set up for a pass, which then they set up for a pass, which means that the wide receivers take longer to get open, which means that the quarterback has to hold the ball even longer, even though he's getting rid of the ball quicker than a lot of the quarterbacks. He's still being rushed because they know we're going to pass. Reverse, if we have a line that blocks both for the run and for the pass, it opens our playbook up. And then our MVP quarterback that we have, when he comes back healthy, will destroy people. That's just it. We have the weapons. If the offensive line, it literally falls on the offensive line. They are the unsung heroes or villains of the football field. They are.
I'm not going to disagree.
I mean,
It starts in
I could put history's best wide
Hold
receiver
on,
on the
hold on
field
for a
at
second.
the
Hold on
time.
for a second, champ.
Yeah,
It starts in the trenches. We all know it starts in the trenches.
it absolutely does.
But like Josh said, we've been trying for years. We're not spending money. We're spending money. We're spending draft picks. Are we not drafting well? Mims.
And that's the thing.
Fairchild.
When
Orlando Brown was a good sign a couple years ago. Ted Karras has been with us. He's consistency. Right guard. Right guard. We got a right guard who just came off a Super Bowl victory with Tom Brady. Kappa. We replaced him with two random guys, but the guy we replaced him with now is just like he's the one he gave a sack up that hurt Burrow. But we were like praising, like, yes, start him. Then he's like, oh, I gave the sack up that hurt Burrow because Burrow held onto the ball too long. He does. You can blame it as much as you want to. I have a 100% scale. The fucking offensive line is like 10% at the most. Paul, I'm sorry. You can't. You can't keep playing the same goddamn situation if you're not fucking doing the right processes every fucking year.
Well, but to your
4 fucking years we go on this shit.
right, and that's your point, though. We have drafted amazing offensive linemen, or supposed to be offensive line. We've gotten offensive line free agents that were really good at other teams. Well, I said it last year, and I said it the year before that. The problem is the coaching. The offensive line coaching is terrible, which then
We got a new
causes
offensive
the
coordinator
line
this
to be
year.
terrible.
We got
a whole new offensive line coach too.
is that 2 of them?
It still
If
comes
that-
from the genius that's making the decisions.
Who's that?
Brown,
Ain't
He's
Brown
below
not
him.
hiring it?
you're telling me Brown doesn't make the decisions?
Not
No,
hiring
Duke
it.
Tobin.
That's
Duke Tobin. It's Duke Tobin.
Zach
Zach
Taylor.
Taylor.
Zach Taylor's making the fine for the offensive line
Oh.
coach. He's got the say for that.
Well, anyway,
Same thing.
And-
Same thing. We brought in the guy that constructed Dallas's offensive line and made that thing, which I thought, yes, it was great because I thought we were getting better, but come to find out, he's not very good. Frank Pollock sucked. Paul Alexander.
Didn't we get rid of Freddie Pollard for a year, and then he came back?
Yep.
It's still the same situation. I mean, fuck. Come on, man. I mean, how much do we blame? How much do we blame the fucking coaches? But the guy who's behind the scenes is Duke Tobin. The system is not fucking working. It's working every other fucking year. That's it. Sorry to cut you off, God.
It's you drafting complete offensive linemen that have been atrocious. Billy Price, Cedric Obwegi, Jake Fisher. Keep going on and on with your offensive line that you drafted. You've tried.
Michael Jordan. Remember our Michael Jordan? Wasn't that good? But guess what? He's down in Tampa Bay starting as left guard right now.
It's just our coaching staff or lack of a scouting department. We haven't scouted good offensive line picks. We just haven't. They've been fucking terrible. We've wasted 2 first-round picks now on 2 offensive line that couldn't stay 5 years with us. And we ended up getting rid of it after 2 or 3 years. That's the blame right there. To your point, Paul Alexander should have never got released from the Bengals. That dude constructed a very, very good offensive line for Carson Palmer and Andy Dalton. And then our fucking GM / thing let these guys go in free agency. We didn't sign them. And that's us.
Kevin Zeiler.
I mean,
Kevin Zeiler could be with us right now to this day. Still.
Yep. And we probably, you look at why we lost in the Super Bowl. Left tackle spot, went by. We got sacked. We could have had Andrew Whitworth that year.
Who?
But we didn't want to. We could have had
Whitworth. Who?
Andrew Whitworth.
If this motherfucker gets into the Hall of Fame and retires as the fucking goddamn LA fucking Ram, I'm going to be pissed.
I think he does.
We gave this motherfucker everything he wanted. I'm not mad at him at all. Good for him. He did him. But our organization did not do him right. They did him wrong.
Yep.
Again, Brown and Tobin is where our fucking problem is. It's not the offensive fucking line at the end of the day.
So to your point, what you just said, the organization, and they did Andrew Whitworth wrong. They did make it right finally when Boomer Esiason called him out for being cheap and like, hey, we are going to reserve this room for you, a block of room, so you can go and pay for it. You can pay for your flight to come celebrate, and we probably just putting you in tickets down in, I don't even know where your seats are going to be. Good for the Bengals organization to freaking take the fucking head chopped off for making your organization look like shit. Come back and say, we're gonna put you in a hotel room. We're gonna pay for it. We're gonna give you two first class flights. Now we're gonna put you in a suite. That should have been
Joe, did you
the
hear
whole
about that?
time.
Is your first time hearing about this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can tell by your
Yeah, organization cheap as fuck.
It's not just
So,
that. It's just they reneged on their situation, but they made it better in the long run for
yep,
them.
exactly.
They got called out. There's nothing
Oh,
wrong with that. It's just like you gotta be fucking kidding me. Why are you fucking doing this to our goddamn team? The people guys that make you millions and millions of dollars to be a billionaire, but yet you want to shit on us. It's like, you gotta be fucking kidding me,
yep.
honey. Funny,
All
funny,
right, enough
funny.
enough of the Bengal talk.
All right. Yep.
Getting me all fired up and riled up.
So, so that was the easy stuff.
Besides the Reds sucking
let's skip all that bullshit.
Let's go to our jaws point, about 2 inches hard.
So
Oh.
I mean, you did feel it. I'm just saying, you did grab it a few times.
You got hard when I touched it, so.
so unfortunately, on September 10th at Utah University, Charlie Kirk
Oh damn! You
was
changed the subject.
yeah, I did. Charlie Kirk was assassinated. Now, a couple things that I'm gonna, and I want to go through, and then you guys, please, I will give you the floor to say whatever you
I
want.
am not going to interrupt at all. This is your dais.
So, first of all, the initial reports were, oh, this sniper is a skilled sniper, blah, blah, blah. 200 yards with a high-power rifle and a scope is not something that an expert
Skilled sniper.
an expert sniper, that's an easy shot for pretty much anyone that's ever shot a gun, for the record. Okay. Keeping in mind that when he did shoot, he unfortunately got lucky because he shot Charlie Kirk in the chest. It ricocheted off of Charlie Kirk's bulletproof vest and ricocheted into his neck, which then, of course, caused Charlie Kirk to lose his life. The scumbag then decided to run away. The first individual that was arrested, it was later came out that he actually did on purpose yelled comments about shooting Charlie Kirk to get the police to try to come after him to assist the assassin with getting away. Okay. Then on top of it, reports came out that this fucktard assassin was supposedly registered as a Republican, that he wore a Trump costume for Halloween, and that he was a very conservative, because his mom and dad are Republicans. He grew up in a Republican house, blah, 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 blah. So anyway, let's do some fact checking here, okay? So first and foremost, I want to show you why the liberal media are a bunch of fucking tards when it comes to Trump costumes, okay? That's the fucking costume we're talking about. Him riding on the back of Trump. That's not him dressed up as fucking Trump, okay? And on top of it, the little boy next to him, I'm glad they blurred out his picture, but he's also dressed as a fucking sniper, by the way, okay? So there's fact check number one. You got the liberal media.
To get it right, basically the costume was together costume to where he's hunting him riding Donald Trump.
Yeah. But they reported it as he was dressed up as Donald Trump, like it's liberal media bullshit.
Well, there was another photo of him standing in his room wearing a Trump shirt, which come to find out later was photoshopped
Mm-hmm.
of him standing in his room wearing that Trump shirt and not the original shirt that the photo was of him.
That's a shocker.
So,
but another example of liberal media, before they get the facts, they're throwing out shit. Now, fact. Is mom and dad registered as Republicans? Yes. Fact. Is the assassin registered as a Republican? No. He is registered as a independent. Has not voted in the past 2 elections, and has actually been seen wearing rhetoric for Antifa and everything else during protests, okay? Not something a conservative does. Fact. They reported that the dad was a retired sheriff. That is not true. He is not a retired sheriff. However, thank God that the man is a good, God-fearing man, because he turned his son in for doing something.
What is he then? What is he?
Huh?
What is his dad?
A good man, as far as I know.
Was he retired? Was he retired police officer at least?
No.
So he was not a retired sheriff at all.
no.
I don't know about this part. I thought he was a retired sheriff.
Well, that was the original speculation when it first was everything. When he got
that was liberal media coming out with, oh look.
Well, no, to be fair, I think that was on the conservative side too. I think they were saying it as well. So it wasn't just liberal on that. So I think there was a lot of facts that were slowly coming out, because it was also reported from the right that he had different markings on the cases for transgender, and that wasn't the case either.
Which is
so
right.
Let's make sure we're fair and give criticism on the left and the right for the facts.
And across the board, you're right. And across the board, whether it was the left or the right media, the problem is that our media now is about who can get out the story first, not who can be right. And that's the problem. Correct. So we have a lot of misinformation that was sent out. Okay. Long story short, this guy confessed to his dad, and so dad ended up turning him in.
With the help of a minister that they went to.
Right. And to a minister. Both of them turned
honestly,
him in.
I'd like for us to look up. I mean, I can look up in my phone, but what was his dad's job? Because that does mean a lot going into the situation, kind of, because it doesn't matter if his dad's a Republican or a Democrat. Well, she said he's registered as a Republican. But if he was in law enforcement, because this kid, well, no, he might have a background of shooting.
Well, he did
have his grandpa's gun.
He did grow up shooting. He did. He grew up around guns. Like I said, mom and dad are Republicans. They go hunting. Dad goes hunting and stuff like that. That has nothing to do with the career. So he did go shooting with his dad. Okay.
Like I said, I haven't seen that. The only thing I have seen personally was his dad was a sheriff. That's all I've seen, a retired sheriff. That's all I've seen or heard. So I'm not going to sit here and go left or right on the situation until we prove something, see something.
Matt Robinson, which is the father of Tyler Robinson, runs a family-owned construction company.
Okay.
So he's a construction worker.
Yeah.
Not law enforcement. So
there's a huge difference. It really does.
There is a huge difference. And, and then, one, I got to point out, and, Josh, I know you say be fair, but I will also point out, I'm trying to be fair about this, but at the same time, I would love to see how many, because I'm sure there's always outliers, but how many Republicans or conservatives celebrated when a Democrat is injured or shot or killed versus when a conservative is killed, shot, injured, and the liberals celebrate.
Well, I mean, I think that's kind of what we're seeing right now is you start looking at the political violence that's happened over the last, I would say, since kind of George Floyd. I think George Floyd was kind of the big uprising of political violence in our nation.
Oh, I agree that, but I would say it started even further back with Trayvon Martin. Not the whole political violence, but the separation.
Yeah, I mean,
the divide in our country started. And I'll be honest with you, I put a lot of it on Barack Obama. He was a good president, a good speaker, but at the same time, the man literally came out and said, if I had a son, he would look like Trayvon Martin. Motherfucker, your kids go to a private school. Your son would not look like Trayvon Martin.
No. I mean, he had two daughters that grew up in private school and
right,
everything.
And shit like that caused a divide. And then fast forward, then you get the bullshit with George Floyd, which, like you said, lit a fucking powder keg that was waiting to happen.
Yeah, and to be fair, when I watched the video of that whole incident, I was just like everybody else, pissed off.
Wait, which incident?
I was George Floyd.
The knee on back of the neck.
Pissed.
Oh,
I was pissed off.
Oh well, shit.
Like
I'll tell you right now, I wasn't. Because guess what?
That's you.
Well, here's why. One, that's a trained maneuver. Okay. Two, George Floyd was saying that he couldn't breathe before he was ever touched.
Well, I'm saying the original. But you are getting stuff after the fact. I'm saying my first initial reaction when I seen the video.
Even my initial video, when I first watched the very first video that was released, where I see an individual, I don't care if it's black, white, purple, brown, an individual fighting.
He was both. He was purple and black.
Fighting with officers to the point where they got to get him out on the ground. He continues to fight with them. Guess what? It's an approved move.
It's an approved move, but the original video that you seen, all you seen was the guy on the neck, and you could just tell at that point, you could see him pretty much die at that point, right? That was all they showed. Then after a while, then you started getting the whole picture of everything else that transpired. Didn't know he was fighting with the cops. The only thing I knew was the guy, his knee was on his neck. He said he couldn't breathe, and then he died. That was all I seen. So yes, I was very, very upset about it. Knowing, yes, it is a legal police maneuver. Completely understand that. But you had three other officers right there, not really doing anything, kind of keeping the crowd back. You know, you got to think of that initial reaction. Yes, I was very upset. I was with just about everybody and pissed off. But I wasn't pissed off to go out and start
burning shit down,
burning cities down. I watched it on the TV. I was here with my kids. I told them, look, if you ever want to go protest, if you want to protest this, I don't care. Do it peacefully, because the minute you take a brick and you throw it through a window, your message is pretty much gone at that point.
I agree.
You lost the battle.
I agree.
And I told you that with your Facebook. As soon as somebody takes it personal, they lost the battle.
So, and I agree with you, but you're also making the point that, I mean, like we just said, the media, left and right, the media is all about getting the information out there to be the first to the story, not to be correct. And that's caused a lot of problems.
But to your point, that I didn't see a single person celebrate that he died. They were all upset. They have every right to be upset. They went out, expressed some concern. Some people were doing what they needed to voice their opinion, but they didn't go as far as a lot of people did. A lot of people went a little too extreme and started burning cities. Same thing with Charlie Kirk.
Well,
Everybody on the left that I
if you're
know
going to compare,
celebrating it.
if you're going to compare apples to apples, George Floyd, they burned cities. Okay.
Yes.
Yep.
The Ukrainian little 23-year-old girl or whatever that just got stabbed in the neck on the subway. None of us went out and protested and burned cities.
Nope.
Nobody. Okay. Now fast forward. Minnesota politician gets attacked. I didn't see any conservatives celebrating, saying, "I got you, fuckers." Didn't see it.
Well, here's the one thing that a lot of people don't realize was that girl was breaking from the Democratic Party a little bit. She was siding with Republicans on a certain issue, which would have affected that issue for the Democrats
You talking about the
during that
Minnesota?
time.
Josh, clarify what you meant by little girl. You mean the Minnesota incident, correct?
The Minnesota, not the Ukrainian.
Correct. Yeah, the Minnesota incident with the two Democratic.
You said little girl, so make sure you make that
right.
Clarify.
Sorry,
but that Minnesota politician, same thing. Even though she is aligning with some ideas, she's still a Democrat. No conservative celebrated that she was hurt, killed, anything like that. Nobody celebrated that. Then you got Charlie Kirk gets assassinated. People are throwing up arms, proud that he passed away, all this other bullshit. Then you've got liberals that are throwing out, we're complaining about Charlie Kirk, but no one said anything about the school shooting that happened, which is funny because, and I don't mean funny because of school shooting. I mean funny in the sense that they bring that up because ironically enough, the reason that the media didn't report that, do you know why they didn't report about the school shooting on the same day as Charlie Kirk?
Why?
They did.
No, to the extent that they did for all other school shootings.
Oh, yeah, they didn't do that
why?
to the extent.
It didn't meet their narrative because the only person that died in that shooting was the fucking shooter. He shot himself. The other two were injured. They went to the hospital. The only one that died was the fucking shooter. That doesn't fit their narrative.
Funny thing is, it happened in the same state.
No, it didn't. It was Colorado.
Colorado, not Utah.
Oh, I apologize.
Yeah. No, you're okay. But
they were within 3 hours. Sorry.
Well, but thing is like people are like, oh, well, the media doesn't want to cover that. Liberal media didn't want to cover it because it didn't fit their narrative.
Because you got a political figure.
It's exactly what Matt just said. You had a political figure. It was the bigger story at the time.
Right. Well,
that's why.
It's a bigger story. And I'll be honest with you, on a quiet day, I don't think we see much of that shooting because, again, the only one that died was the shooter.
Yeah.
If more would have died, you would have seen a bunch of Democrats out there going, oh, my God, see, we need gun control. We need blah, 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 blah. But it didn't meet the narrative.
Go ahead, Matt.
You guys don't drink as much as I do, but I want to give a salute to Charlie Kirk and his family. Salute.
I got a Coke, so.
I got Mountain Dew.
Don't matter, man.
Salute.
And
I mean,
the celebration.
No,
go ahead.
I know you want to go on.
No, go ahead. Go ahead, Matt.
Let's get to the family point. I mean, let's hit home. This is a family man of 2 young kids, young wife, young man who died, 31 years old.
In front of all 3 of them.
Good?
In front of all 3 of them.
Gotcha. No, I heard him. I'm just making sure he's good.
All right, go ahead.
So it's just let's humanize this. Let's not take race. Let's not take gender. Let's not take political beliefs in this. Let's just go what this country was based off of. I mean, you could take it what the country was based off, like slavery back in the day, this or that. Let's just cut to the point. This is a father of 2 young kids with a wife, young, male young. All he wanted to do was speak his words of wisdom across college campuses. College campuses let him do his thing. freedom of speech, which is in our Constitution. Okay. Now, all he wanted to do is, hey, he put up a sign, prove me wrong. All he did. If you discuss and you could prove him wrong, he would debate back with you. And if you went outside those boundaries, he said, hey, you want to debate or you want to discuss? All he wanted to do. He wanted to put his beliefs out there. He wasn't being racial about situations. He wasn't being homophobic about situations. He was speaking what he grew up on the Bible. Now, whether you believed it or not believed it, it doesn't matter today. You don't have to agree to disagree with somebody to fucking hate them. Maybe you didn't like his ideology. It's okay. Guess what America's about? Freedom of speech. Welcome to America. That's the reason you're welcome to America. Come in. We welcome you in to be wholesome. But the way this world's coming right now, in our country in general, not the world about around us, our country in general, it's not coming as one. We're fighting each other, which should not be happening. Democrat, Republican. There's no middle ground. This is horrible in a country that does not have a median. I hate it because I'm hearing so much on the right side right now, and the way the left side celebrates some shit, it pulls me to situations I don't want to be in. And it puts me in a situation where I feel like I have to be stronger on this side. But guess what? I'm raising my daughter to be who she wants to be. I don't want to teach her right from wrong. I want her to learn right from wrong. But as this country grows, we're not understanding the left side and the right side. We just want to fight, fight, fight instead of becoming to a median, which I don't understand to this day. We're a country of America with common decency, but we don't show it. To go back to
All
your
right.
media talk, yes, the media is going to hit the high aspect of what's going on. Charlie's shooting was all the way skyrocket to 100% over a school shooting that was minimal. Because you know
Yep.
why? Because his, I guess, online percentage people was what, in the hundreds of thousands, or maybe a couple
It
of
was. It
million.
was. Yeah, it was a couple million.
And the school shootings, it happens every so often, and it just disgusts me that, for one, period, a third assassination on somebody has happened. Two on our president, one on not a politician, but just one who was conservative about his beliefs.
Yep.
Could he be a president guy in the long run? We don't know. We'll never find out anymore. But the fact that children were not involved in this situation is disgusting to me. Whether you want to put it in the media 100%, oh yeah, put it on the media 100%. It doesn't matter at the end of the day. Someone died for their beliefs, and that's what this is about. It's not about the children that day, and I want to make it clearly, I care 1,000% about the kids that day in that school shooting, and I know you two also do. So we're not
Oh,
putting
absolutely. I
children.
mean, we all have kids in school, and it's a scary thing to do. Is I got to take my kids to a school. Is there going to be a shooting? Do I have to worry about that? I mean, I get scared almost all the time. Anytime I hear anything, I get scared if my kids call me. If they call me out, I got a pit in my stomach. Like, what are they calling me for? Hopefully, it's not bad. It
Exactly.
sucks.
So we shouldn't leave this thing, no, the way we live this day and age. But at the same time, is if we know the proper steps as parents we take day to day in and out with our kids, we know how they will succeed in the long run. But the way this country's coming and dividing, it's ridiculous. To celebrate a guy's dying, get shot and killed, I'm sorry. I don't.
You lost all humanity at that point.
I mean, you lost my respect and everybody's respect. And there's a reason why I'm wearing this once again. It's not because of Trump. It's because he believed in Trump. I'm
Yep.
sorry. Doesn't matter. You didn't try to take Trump out once. You tried to take him out twice. And you took one of his constituents. I guess I'm pronouncing it right. In the
One of
long
his good
run,
friends.
one of the long runs that made his political beliefs become better. So as America, how are we doing this? So I'm seeing this as like, okay, so we're doing memorials, we're doing big old things on
Vigils.
TikToks, vigils. Yeah, you can say that. It's cool. And people are stomping. People have comments. Guess what? The woke moment's over, guys. I'm sorry. Stop with your ideology and your woke movement. You had, you had it. America's tired of them. Honestly, they really are sick of it.
Well, I think to your point is when I first seen it, I had that pit in my stomach. I was sick. My oh my God, I've never seen an assassination. I just witnessed an assassination. AKA, this is our JFK moment, as we could all see it, or Martin Luther King, right? It's our moment now. I was so sick. I was trying to figure out what was happening. I was paying attention to it. Then I started seeing the videos, comments. It just made it fucking worse. Like, where are these people coming from? Like, why is there so much hate in this world right now? It's absolutely ludicrous. But what they did, to your point, Matt, was the cancel culture, the woke movement. Now it backfired on them, and you've seen a lot of these people that celebrate it. Oh, thank God he's dead. Whatever. They celebrated it. They're getting fired. They're getting let go. We had a business here locally, Lucius Q Barbecue.
Boom,
The
name it,
owner
baby.
said
Name
something.
it. Fucking
The
name it.
owner, Aaron Sharp, said some insensitive comments about
One
it.
of the four owners,
And,
by the way.
well, but Cincinnati came out. They started saying stuff, 1 star. Within a day, that dude was removed from an ownership, uh,
Name it.
let
Name
go.
it. Name it, baby. Name it. Name it.
Lucius Q Barbecue.
Well,
Was
But that business is it's screwed now because they lost their meat the company that they provide their meats. They lost that. They lost the stadium
there you
contract
go.
with TQL
There you
Stadium.
go. There you go. There you go.
So that's that's huge. So you say you don't the cancel culture. Oh, all these conservatives, they were so worried about cancel culture. Now they're doing it to us. Like, no, you have every right to say what you want to say, but there is consequences of what you say.
Can I get an amen?
Employers,
Can I get an amen? Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
uh,
Sorry.
oh,
employers can fire you for some comments
well, and
if it goes against their
well,
standards.
and also, Josh, like you said, I mean,
Joe,
that's
Joe, 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 Joe. I want to cut you off because I think you're about to blow up here in a minute. Sorry, big man. Because Lucius Q, I want you to stay up in the rising, okay? Because your boss is a piece of shit doesn't mean the employees there have to suffer. You guys are doing a
Correct.
good job. You guys been doing a good job for you. The head chef, do your thing. Because you got a shitty boss doesn't mean you should suffer. Anybody at that job, I'm sorry, you should be canceled. It sucks. But keep your head up in fucking situation. If your food is good as you say it was, I hope people come still. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna go to Lucius Q and I'm gonna eat one time. Because I love pure barbecue. And I'm not about one owner disrespecting the whole culture at that place because
Well,
of his political beliefs.
I just like how all of a sudden they get rid of this owner without any kind of paperwork or anything. Did he take a buyout or what's really going? Is he still an owner? I'm just saying.
I'm just saying I don't give a fuck either way, honestly, because they're going to take a huge hit away whether it happened or not. But
Yep.
why disrespect the people that are hardworking because your owner's a piece of shit? There's no
I
disrespect. I
agree with you.
mean, the TQL soccer got rid of your ass. You know what I'm saying? So obviously you lost a huge, you know,
Well,
people.
and their distributor for their meat. Their
So
meat
back,
distributor canceled them too.
so but at least so before they go under siege, I'm a big barbecue guy. I'm big and fat. I like to eat. I'm gonna go try it out now. You know, I've never heard of Lucius Q until now. So why not? You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna blame it. If I get bad service, then I might have a response to that. But you can't blame the waitresses. You can't blame the cooks. You can't blame people that come
You
here and
can't.
prep work because you have one ignorant motherfucker destroy the whole company. And guess what? I get it. You did a buyout, you did a sellout, or whatever. You fucking transfer over to your wife because now she's the owner. It doesn't matter, dude. You're a piece of shit for what you said. Period. Now, I want to transfer this over to fucking Joe because I know he has some fucking shit to say, like a motherfucker. And he wants to invert Jimmy Kimmel in the shit too. Because when you open your mouth, guess who gets canceled? We did. Now it's your ass.
Well,
Joe,
yeah,
I want
there's
you. Joe, speak the truth, brother.
Well, and before I go in my rant here, I will say, Matt, you're 100% right. Unfortunately, in these situations where you have owners and CEOs that make these comments, they don't lose out. Let's be honest. They've still got millions in the bank or hundreds of thousands. It's the little people that hurt. And like you said, I hope the owner does get actually bought out or whatever, because like Josh said, it's one thing to say he's no longer, I want to see the paperwork. Okay. Cause you can't just tell an owner you're no longer a part of, like, no, I still own this bitch. Like, you're going to give me money. But the waitresses,
Can I catch
cook,
you up?
and all those
Can I
people
catch?
don't
Can I
deserve.
catch you up?
No, go ahead.
Joe, let me catch you up. Let me catch you up for a second. Sorry, I really don't want to. But
Go ahead.
Josh and Joe, you guys like barbecue, right?
Yeah.
I love barbecue.
I know you hate when it stings your beard, but I get it. Joe, you like barbecue?
I absolutely love barbecue.
I say because we know we're on this side. Let's go try it out. Why not? Because it's not their fault because they have the ignorant motherfucker who fucked their company up. Let's go support them a little bit. Let's go to our waitress and let's fucking say, let's see if she does a good job for us. Let's tip her well. I said we do a podcast from there. Why not? Fuck it. If you guys are in for it.
Well, we got to have Joe bring the podcast stuff.
Well,
unlike he did Sunday.
Here's the thing.
No, we're not going there. We're going there, Mama J. We're not going there, Mama
Here's
J.
the thing. In terms of doing a podcast from there, we would have to have permission from the restaurant.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
it is a
That's fine.
private location. It's one thing to do it out on the street or something like that. But to your point, I am absolutely down for going and having lunch, dinner, whatever you want, trying the food, seeing how the service goes. If the waitress takes care of us, we tip the waitress, take care of them.
And we do a review.
And then we give a review. Give an honest
That
review.
is perfectly legit.
Yes.
One bite, everybody knows the rules review.
So, Joe, go on. I'm sorry to cut you off from that rant. I want you to rant on. Be your man.
No,
Oh,
you're good. No, and I'm down. We need to schedule that. So it's on the books. We're going to do that. So, case in point, people run their mouths as we've all said, and long and behold, we're waiting for it to come out, and it finally came. We knew it was coming someday, but old Jimmy Kimmel decided to run his mouth about, and the reason I say we're waiting, because Jimmy Kimmel likes to pop his mouth off about a lot of political shit, and a lot of times he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about, but he loves to spout his shit off because he has this platform and no one would touch him. Well, again, now the pendulum has swung the other direction, and guess what? Now you're being held accountable for shit you say.
Well, hold on. Before you get there, let's just say this was not a ABC Disney decision. This was not their decision.
Why didn't Disney in this yet?
Because Disney owns ABC.
I know. I'm just
So, but before you go on and say this is coming from Nexstar, which owns like negotiates with like 200 something different cable companies in the country. They said if you want to, we're not going to show any more Jimmy Kimmel shows on our on your channel anymore. We will black it out, or we will put something else in that slot, which then forced ABC and Disney to come out and say, we're Joe. Now you can continue.
No, and you're right.
canceling.
They
Sorry,
absolutely
Joe.
moved very quickly after Nexstar let them know that. And so because of that, because of Kimmel's comments about Charlie Kirk's death being a very offensive and insensitive, they have said that there is no immediate comment from Kimmel. However, they have immediately stopped his show, and indefinitely he will not have any shows on their network. So
Stop.
he has literally screwed himself in that sense.
Well, let's go back to his fucking situation too. The Man Show.
Which he wore blackface.
I actually
Just
like
saying.
Man Show. I mean, I thought he was actually funny then, and then all of a sudden he, like, I don't know if someone put a seed up his ass and the tree sprouted or what, but a stick came out of that fucking ass.
Nope.
Well, here's the weird thing about that whole thing with the Man Show. Yeah, he did wear blackface. He what mimicked Carl Malone in that. But you got Jimmy Kimmel and you got Adam Carolla, completely different, polar opposites on the political spectrum.
Boom.
So
Like,
maybe that's the reason why the Man Show stopped, because they just couldn't see eye to eye. Or
Well, no, they saw Jimmy Kimmel eventually like as the better person in the situation. Let's be honest. And Adam Carolla stand his ground and not being Hollyweird. When you become Hollyweird and you become the far left, that's what he stayed as. I mean, that's what he's been for the last 12 years. Let's be honest. I mean, he took over in the situation. He's funny as fuck. He was good back in the day. When he was with Comedy Central, fucking loved him. But ever since since he went Hollyweird, and Adam Carolla stayed himself, two different personalities, man. Jimmy Kimmel changed his life. That's what he did. Honestly, maybe behind the scenes he was like that. But on the Man Show, not at fucking all. Let's drink. Let's disrespect. Let's put a fucking 10-year-old out there who's selling Girl Scout cookies and say, hey, babe, you want to drink my beer or not? Remember, you promoted that a little bit. You advertised that a little bit. That was you being you back in the day. That's just like saying Biden back in the 70s when he was a racist. He was a racist. I don't know, 40 years later, he's our president now. Cool. Guess what? He's still a racist, but he can't remember it because he has no brain trauma. Like, I get it. Like, our presidents are shit to none right now. Our politicians running are shit to none right now, okay? But we have to vote on somebody for this fucking goddamn country, okay? But realize this. If you're only going by your own beliefs, you're not voting for the right person. You're going by your own political beliefs. I get it. You have a right to say what you want to. But think about your future of your kids. Now, if you can't have kids, but you adopt kids, think about your future still with those kids. I'm just so tired of this ideology shit, and other shit being like woke on us. We don't have to go back to we don't have to go back to the history. Go ahead, Josh. Go ahead.
no, like Charlie Kirk. One of Charlie Kirk's main arguments was there's two sexes. It's a man and a woman. Why are you forcing me to call you something to where I can physically see that if you're transitioning to a woman, I'm still going to call you a man because that's what I can see. I don't know what you want to be called right then and there, Why should I have to change what I can see? That's pretty much what fascism is. You're forcing your ideology onto me and saying I'm the bad guy, which I'm not. I'm just, from what I see two sexes. I see a man and a woman. That's what Charlie Kirk fought and argued over. Right? Not really fought, but that was his whole discussion. So Joe, come on, go with your rant. I know you want to talk. Go.
I don't think he does. He's been quiet.
That's because we keep interrupting him. You're stupid.
I just find it as a threat.
My pronouns are try me.
We're trying you right now. I mean, we had the whole Joe Burrow thing. Now it's your turn, buddy. Well, you've been silent, kind of. You've been kind of quiet, but
the unfortunate thing is that, I mean, and I'm not going to name names because, unlike other people, not you guys, but people that we know tend to be disrespectful. So, I know both of you were witness to it, but I mean, perfect example is on Facebook. I posted frustration about Charlie Kirk's assassination, and an individual that is very, very far left decided instead of...
Was he close to you?
We graduated from high school together.
Okay.
So no.
But out of nowhere, decides, because he doesn't like my comments or my political views, that he's going to verbally attack me directly.
Personally.
Yes. And then has the audacity to talk about my mental health and everything else because, again, nothing but, so what I'm getting at is I'm frankly tired of the bullshit. Like, we need to go back to the fundamentals of, one, people need to understand, I don't give a shit if you call yourself a fucking cat. I don't care if you call yourself a dog. I don't care if you fuck a cat. Okay? Here's the thing. Okay? There are only two sexes. Okay? Two genders. Male and female. XX and XY chromosomes. That's it. Okay? People can throw out, well, what about intersex? Okay? Again, there are always going to be underliners. Okay? There's always going to be an exception to the rule. But guess what? Just because we have human beings that are born without an arm, we don't call them a different species.
We call them a pterodactyl.
No, that's what
they do on Friday night.
Good job.
At least it's not a...
Go, Joe. Keep going, bro. Joe, don't share your reference. Go ahead. Don't let Josh interrupt you. Go ahead. You go.
Anyway.
Keep going, princess.
So, it's always, all this bullshit of, and you look at it, we need to go back to fundamentals. We need to understand actual science, which is that there is a male and a female, XX, XY chromosomes, that kids need a two-parent family, okay? Now, I say two-parent because do I think that a young man should have a male adult role model in their life? Yes. Does it necessarily have to be the parent? No, not necessarily, because there are situations where you have two moms, reverse, you have two dads, and the child is a girl. But with that being said, they still need someone of their gender to teach them right and wrong, the appropriate things, so that they're not being brainwashed with this bullshit that keeps getting thrown into kids' minds. Like, it just absolutely just sickens me.
So, Joe, so whether it's two males or two females in the relationship, and they raise a kid through, let's say, foster care, we're okay with that because they're coming out of foster care. They may not know the rights of a female or a male because depending on their situations. But Let them live their life where they're not like forced into like hating somebody. Let them grow and understand the on their own. Teach them right from wrong. Like if you are gay, you are gay. If you're a lesbian, you're a lesbian. It's fine. If you adopt kids, I'm okay with that. I love that. We need more parents out there to foster kids. There's a lot of kids out there that are on fosters that don't have parents to raise them up. But if you're going to do that, keep an open atmosphere for them. If you want to be two moms, you'll be two dads. I'm okay with that. Like, I don't have to preach about that, but at the same time, keep an open mind with the kids. Let them figure this shit out on their own. Okay? Don't beat in their heads. We don't need cross dressers coming to our library reading fucking books to fucking 3-year-olds or kindergartners about fucking shit that's weird. It just went the wrong way. Let the adoption process or emergency adoption or just foster care happen on its own and let it become united.
Well, to your point, Matt, that's kind of what I said earlier a little bit too, is I let my kids make their own decisions. I tell them all the time, I'm not religious. I told my kids, if you want to be Catholic, you want to be Christian, you want to be atheist, you want to be Buddhist, um, Muslim, I don't care. Be you. You decide what you want to do. If you want to be gay, you want to be trans, you want to live a different type of lifestyle. I don't have, like, I can teach you the right and wrong, but if that's who you want to be, I want you to be happy with yourself.
Well,
But
and
the thing is,
And
Josh.
just don't force anything upon somebody.
The thing is, Josh, you're going to teach your right and wrong from what you grew up with being right and wrong, whether it's heterosexual or not heterosexual. But what I'm trying to say is, your ideology is straight male, be with a female. But you're going to love your kids, don't matter what. Some people look at that as like, no, you're discriminating. It's either our way or the highway, and that's the disgusting point in this day and age.
Correct. Yep.
Sorry to cut you off, Joe.
no, you're okay. Like, I agree with you guys. Like, at the same time, you're kind of taking a different direction than I went. So what I'm saying, like, 100% agree with you that families, like, you always want to guide your children in what you think is the right path, but you also need to let them find their own path. With that being said, Josh, you are a role model, whether you say something directly to your children or not. Your sons watch you. They see how you treat their mom. They see how you go to work and come home and how you treat them. They see what your expectations, how you react to things, how you talk about things. Reverse. They watch their mom, okay? So what they're watching is, no matter what they grow up believing and stuff like that, they're being guided because the boys are learning. Well, this is, you learn, your foundation is built on your home. You learn what love is from your home. And unfortunately, if you grow up in like an abusive home, unfortunately, kids, that's why the cycle happens, is because they have this mentality of, oh, well, my mom and dad love me and they beat the living shit out of me and burnt cigarettes on me. That must be what love is. So you learn what love is. You learn what the traditional things are. You learn what it means to be a man. You learn what it means to be a woman from the individual you look up to. So, Josh, your boys look up at you and see what a man is supposed to do. Okay? Your daughter looks at what your wife does, because now whether or not they follow in your footsteps when they become adults, that has nothing to do with, you have instilled in them the foundation of what you have grown up with, what you have learned, what a male and a female should do. That's all I'm saying. Is the reason I say is that So example, if you have two lesbians that either, whether it is through surrogacy, through, they have a child, great. I guarantee you both of those ladies are going, hopefully they are wonderful people and they're going to teach this kid some wonderful things. But if the child is a boy, those ladies, no matter how masculine one of the ladies is, cannot teach a young man how to be a man. Reverse, two men, no matter how great they are, even if one is slightly feminine or, cannot teach a young lady how to be a young lady. You can't. You can give little thoughts and suggestions, but you're not actually able to teach them what can learn from actually watching. And that's why I say they need somebody of that gender to be a role model. It might be a coach. It might be, God
front to back. That's all I know.
Unfortunately, nowadays, I really hope it's not a teacher, because most of the fucking teachers nowadays want to brainwash the fuck out of kids.
Well, and that goes to why Charlie Kirk was doing what he was doing.
Absolutely.
Because the college institution was basically changing the minds of young people, purposely, and now people started waking up to how Charlie Kirk was doing it. It wasn't just him. It was Ben Shapiro. It was Michael Knowles. It was Matt Wallace. It was Candace Owens.
I always got as funny as, like, the college kids would get very offended when Charlie Kirk would say that he believed that college was a scam. Okay.
Yeah.
And the reason he would say that is, one, because of the teachings or lack of teachings, or the direct movement away from the fundamentals of what college was meant for, back to the green dollar. Yep. But then on top of that, the fact that there are so many college graduates that are getting degrees that either A, aren't using their degree at all, or they're so far in debt because of the degree that they're almost in poverty because they went to college. I mean, I like to, the conversation on Facebook where the guy said, well, you can't get hired in education because of your views. You know what? Probably right. Because the education system is so liberal that, God forbid, we have somebody that thinks differently. Not about teaching kids, because here's the thing. You can ask any student I've ever had, any parent. I didn't go in there and say anything about my political beliefs. I never once told any kid who I voted for, who I didn't vote for, anything like that. We didn't talk about politics unless it had a direct impact on learning social studies or history. But we didn't talk about, I had kids, example, I taught fourth grade, and this was about 9 years ago, almost 10. Out of my 90 students, 45 of those students were from another country, okay? They were English language learners, ELL, okay? People started talking about, this was around the time that Trump got elected the first time. They're talking about, oh, he's going to come and take you, so kids were like freaking out. So we didn't talk about, I explained, we're not going to talk about what we think, we're going to talk about the Constitution. We're going to talk about the rules. We're going to talk about the things that we actually know for sure. So it just drives me absolutely crazy that we, again, colleges, they continue to press things. And again, I'm another example. I have 4 fucking degrees. I'm working on my 5th fucking degree. My best friend makes about $90,000 more than me, and he's never stepped in college. He's an asshole, but you know what? He's fucking making a shit ton more money than I am. 4 fucking degrees, working on my 5th, and it means nothing. Not a goddamn thing.
Can I ask you one thing, dude? Why you got to bring Brian involved in this?
No, I said my best friend, not Josh.
I apologize. I thought you said
not Josh. Get it right. Okay.
I've been drinking, buddy, so I miss your things.
I know, but that's why I had to correct you because I said my best friend, not Josh's best friend.
I like the way you think, sir.
So, but
Three best friends.
we're three best friends. I was a wolf pack of my own.
And now I got four of you.
Now I got four.
But let's. So I don't think we hit hardcore on the fucking situation though. It's like the people in the outburst of fucking Charlie Kirk's death. But I don't even want to pick. I don't even want to pick the liberal side. I mean, it's obvious. Let's be honest. But Jimmy Kimmel being canceled now because he made a smart comment. I mean,
I wouldn't call it
dude.
a comment.
Well,
I mean, there's a lot of people saying disparaging things about the murder, and that's kind of the reason why. Now you've got, since you said it, I want to bring up 2 points before we stop this whole thing. One is the Discord chat that the kid was on talking with other people. Twitch is another one. I've seen some people. Destiny was one. He just got canceled. He just got thrown off of one of the big servers. That's how he made money. He made a living off of that. And he was talking about killing more conservatives. If you see a conservative, kill him. That's the type of people that need to be removed from all social media. They need everything. Their voice, if they're saying this stuff and it's to how many followers they have, 500, 1 million followers, one of these people could take them serious and actually start doing
Honestly,
that.
those individuals,
that's spreading hate.
Josh, honestly, those individuals that go out and make those comments of people need to kill, blah, 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 or should be arrested. They're instilling violence. I mean, honestly, here's the thing. If you come up and in face-to-face tell me that you are going to kill me, it is a threat. You can be arrested for that.
And if you do it in the state of Ohio, you are threatening me with physical harm. I have every right to stand my ground.
what's stand your ground mean?
No.
If you're threatening to kill me, I have every right to stand my ground.
They actually would have to have a weapon and actually be doing something, like just because they look at you and say, I'm going to fucking kill you. Like, you can't shoot them. Get it right.
Yeah, shoot on sight.
But here's the
Can't
thing.
do that.
So my second point to this whole thing is Trump just came out today and said he is going to designate Antifa as a domestic terrorist group.
As they should.
And now if they start following the money and it leads to these big politicians, you're going to see a lot of people go to jail. Everybody on the Antifa, we're going to really find out who is actually running the shit behind the scene, to where like this guy Destiny should be canceled completely off of all social media, Twitch, Discord, whatever. I don't care. You lost your freedom of speech at that point because you are threatening people.
But you didn't lose your freedom of speech. But again, there's consequences for what you say.
Yeah.
So you're telling me anyone that speaks out against this guy now is doing his job as a president?
No.
You have every right to voice your opinion. But it crosses a line when you start threatening.
And that's the thing. People don't understand. That's the great thing about our country. You can sit here and say that my president is stupid, blah, 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 blah.
He sucks. He's horrible.
And no one's going to kick in the door and put you in jail or shoot you. However, the minute you start threatening the life, the minute you start saying that you're going to cause harm, the minute you say that you're going to do those things, you now have lost your basically little shield and you can be arrested. That has
Hold on,
nothing
hold on.
to
What'd
do
you say?
with
What'd you say?
that has nothing to do with which president is in office. I don't care if the only reason Biden wouldn't do it is because he
The
probably
size of Josh. The size of Josh. Little shield. Little shield.
the only reason Biden wouldn't do it is probably because he fucking wouldn't remember that you said it. But other than that, any other president throughout history, from the past or in the future, if you make a comment, you can say that they're doing a shitty job. You can say that they suck balls. You can say that they suck or that they're terrible individuals. You're allowed to do that. What you can't say is that you're going to cause harm to them. What you can't say is that you can't tell other people that they should cause harm to them.
So let's go to the vigils about Charlie Kirk. People destroying him. How's that make you feel?
Oh, I'll be honest with you. It's you know what? Just as much as people were upset when they were making all those fucking George Floyd memorials and people were desecrating them and everything else.
Rant, brother.
You know, did I agree with George Floyd? Do I think he was some kind of hero? No. Fuck no. Fuck that guy. Sorry, I hate that he died, but you know what? At the same time, if you weren't doing drugs and you weren't breaking law, you probably wouldn't fucking die. But
Well, he didn't die from asphyxiation either.
yeah, I know he died from all the fucking drugs in his system, but
it was drug overdose. Yes.
Nobody cares about that because we got that white cop in the jail, so we're good. But anyway,
Joe, hold on, Joe. Josh, shut up. Joe, go ahead.
he's gonna tell Brian on
Come
you.
on, Joe. Come on, Joe. Come on, no, keep going. Praise, brother.
No, it's just my
praise.
I'm joining Louis' podcast again.
Shut up.
Look at that, Matt.
Joe.
He's leaving the U.S. podcast to join the Chinese podcast. That's fucked up. Anyway, but my point being is like, you know, do I think that anyone should be over there smashing George Floyd's memorials and stuff like? No, because those were put down by people that had some kind of connection with him that were trying to show their respects. Allow them to show their respects. Do I have to like the guy? No. Do I have to think he's a great individual? No, I think he was a scumbag. Everything that I read or his rap sheet and all this other shit, I think he was a deplorable human being. But you know what? I'm not going to go over and smash any of his monuments or anything like that, little tributes that they put down on the ground. Even when they painted the fucking sidewalks and everything else, I'm not going to disrespect them. Like, go ahead, do what you got to do. But
hey, Joe,
show me the same courtesy.
Joe, but I think you're agreeing with me. Did he deserve to die?
Huh?
Did he deserve to die that day?
No. 100% no. Good. And I'll be honest with you, like
ran on then.
Like,
sorry.
I hate that he died. No matter if I thought he was a scumbag or not, nobody deserves. Let me pause on that. Individual.
I love it. Think about it before you talk about it because you don't get canceled.
No, I don't give a shit about cancel. I'm talking about like individuals that. Like, here's the thing.
Hi, Josh.
When I say that there are people that deserve, like, guess what? Child molesters and stuff like that. Those motherfuckers should be strapped to a fucking horse, by their nuts, dragged through the street, and then shot. Period. Okay? Someone doing drugs and whatever the fucking law he was that he was breaking, did he deserve to die? No. And it sucks that situation happened. Okay? It absolutely sucks. You know we can see your credit card, you fucking douchebag. It's on for everybody now, and I'm not blurring it out either. So, but again, did he deserve to die? No. Okay, I didn't agree with the shit he did, but he didn't deserve to die. Just like reverse, whether you agree with Charlie Kirk or not, he did not deserve to die. Okay, even if, and he's not, or he wasn't, Even if he was some racist, fucking horrible asshole, as long as he's not harming other people, we live in a country that you're allowed to, again, have freedom of speech. You just can't incite violence on somebody, okay? That's the reason why, unfortunately, there is racist people in the world. There's racist people in the country. That's because racism is stupidity. And unfortunately, you can't fix stupidity unless you teach you teach people.
Stupidity.
No, you teach them so that they break away from the cycle of stupidity that is formed from their family bonds.
Fair enough.
So, so in terms of, I mean, like the KKK, okay? Fucking stupid ass fucking people. Can't stand them because I'm sorry, but you should never hate somebody by their color of their skin, by their religion. You should never, ever hate somebody. Now, if somebody walks up and spits in your face, guess what? You can hate that one individual because they spit in your face, okay? That has nothing to do with the race, the religion, or anything like that, okay? But, unfortunately, I fought for this country. I fought for those sorry-ass scumbags to have the right to say what they want, as long as they're not saying, go hurt somebody, or that we're going to go hurt somebody. You can sit here and say, I don't like this person.
Half these people in your podcast don't know about you. You're a veteran.
As many times as you guys make fun of me for only having one fucking day compared to the whole month, fuck you guys.
No, but I honestly, I'm good with you, man. The way you talk, it's great. What's your opinion?
Well, and that's just it is my opinion, And again, we live in a great country that I can give my opinion. And if you don't like it, you have every right to not listen. But what you don't have a right to, just like this son of a bitch that did the assassination on Charlie Kirk, if you don't like what somebody says, you have the right to not listen. You have the right to not plug in and support their platform. You have a right to tell other people, hey, I don't think we should listen to this person. But what you don't have a right to do is cause harm. End of rant.
No. Focus on me now. What happened to Charlie Kirk is not right at all. He did not do anything wrong whatsoever. He is maybe a right-wing guy, but he deserved this. But what his beliefs are, we will, as us, move forward and do the It's messed up. It really is. He's out for a cause. Todd caught him early, probably. I think it was too early. Sad. It really is. At this point in time, I raise a glass to his family. I hope everything for his family will do good.
So we're getting ready to close. I'm going to end the show a little different. Instead of ending with our traditional Idiocracy theme, out of respect for Charlie Kirk, I would like to play, I don't know if you guys have heard the new Tom McDonald song. Have you guys got a chance to hear that yet?
Okay.
No, it's not the devil that lives in California.
No, this one is called Charlie.
Shot down and he was barely 31. Another woke coward took a life with a gun. He left behind a wife and a daughter and a son. All he did was try to speak for all of us. And I'm so tired of the hatred and the narratives. The patriots ain't dangerous. Woke people are the terrorists. They shot and killed the father, sent a message to Americans. They ain't gonna stop until they bury us. Dear Charlie, I don't know if you can see us now, but if heaven has a window, I sure hope you're looking down. Cause we ain't going quiet, we gon' scream your name loud, and you're gone, but I swear to God that we gon' make you proud. We ain't backing off or giving up, I'll preach what you taught me. They may have killed a soldier, but that man had an army. This is far more deep than some political parties, and you can't kill freedom, so this one is for Charlie. This ain't the America that all our parents love, but good men tried to keep making it great. Pray that God will take care of us, the system is failing us, but good men die for the things that they say. And I can't just be quiet, so I gotta be brave, cause this is America. Lately it's scaring us, but one good man can change it all in a day. Killed in cold blood for having a discussion, and liberals are celebrating murder like it's justice. You didn't kill a villain or the evil that it comes with. You killed a father and a husband. And I'm so tired of the left and all the wokery. We can't get along if you just kill us when we don't agree. Sniper rifle fire from a liberal that no one sees. Scared I might be next to die when I'm just buying groceries. Charlie, we'll make sure your children know that defending all our freedom is why you aren't coming home. I hope heaven has a window you can watch your children grow and hear your message echo from below. And we ain't backing off or giving up, I'll preach what you taught me. They may have killed a soldier, but that man had an army. This is far more deep than some political parties, and you can't kill freedom, so this one is for Charlie. This ain't the America that all our parents love, but good men try to keep making it great. Pray that God will take care of us, the system is failing us, but good men die for the things that they say. And I can't just be quiet, so I gotta be brave, cause this is America. Lately it's scaring us, but one good man can change it all in a day.
Dude, you get me crying now. Seriously. So go.
It was a really good song. Tom McDonald comes up with some pretty good songs. I mean, some can be pretty crazy, but that one I felt like really hit the spot and was very respectful, very to the point. So with that being said, we're going to end our show.
Okay. It is the end, dude.
Yeah, we're going to end our show.
Man.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm just crying, man.
Oh,
Do your thing, man.
all right.
End the show.
We're going to end our show, but again, our thoughts and prayers to all those that were close, family and friends of Charlie Kirk, and anyone that unfortunately has had their lives taken unnecessarily because rather than sitting down and having a conversation, people think that it's easier or better to just end someone's life rather than just talking with them and understanding that it's okay to disagree. So with that being said, I'm Dr. B. We got Matt. And then Josh, also known as Damn Gina, on episode 18 of Idiocracy Talk Radio. We'll see you next week.
Damn, Gina.
Yeah. Oh, shit.